Hey, what's up everybody? Chief here. Thanks for checking out today's video. In today's video, we are bringing you some brand new War Robots content to the channel. I am actually going to be going over the latest update, 5.9, which just hit Android today. We should be getting it here on iOS and the other platforms very soon, hopefully today or tomorrow. But I really wanted to use this opportunity to go over a lot of the things that are coming out, not only with this update, but a lot of things that was covered in today's dev stream, in case you missed it. But anyway, stay tuned, and if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead, hook the video up with a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my videos or live streams. Let's go ahead and jump right into the update. Okay, so here we are taking a look at the update notes for the update that was released today on Android. One thing that was kind of a surprise to myself and many other people was there is a brand new event. It is called Icarus Cyber Show. Typically, there's kind of a longer stretch in War Robots between the Lunar New Year event and then the anniversary event, but this year they decided to throw an additional event into the mix, and here it is. So it is going to be set up pretty much like the other events that we're used to. It's going to have the special delivery crates, you're going to have daily tasks, you're going to get your tokens, and hopefully get some cool rewards. And I'll go over some of the rewards in better detail here in just a moment, but to start things off, we are going to be getting a brand new legendary pilot called Virginia Walker, which will be piloting the Nightingale. At this point, I have no idea what the special ability is going to be, but hopefully it is something really good. And then there's of course the new paint jobs that we'll be expecting with this, which is the Sapphire Behemoth and Graphite Phantom. They did show these paint jobs in a video that they put on the official War Robots YouTube channel, so be sure to stop by and check that out. And then they are also planning new skirmishes and arena every weekend of the event, which is always good. Now, along with the event, we're going to see the first release of the new Weapon Atomizer. Now, this is something that most of you have probably seen videos on from the test server, but it is coming to the live server now with this event, and it's, to my knowledge, the only way to get the Atomizer, at least right now, is going to be as a prize in the event. But a quick refresher on what the Atomizer is: it is a medium slot weapon. It is energy and it is a machine gun. It has a range of 500 meters, but the thing with the Atomizer is there is no reload. It is unlimited ammunition, but it does overheat, and when the weapon overheats, the accuracy at range goes to really bad. So it's just something that you're going to learn to manage over time, or use it point blank, and it should be a really good weapon. I do expect this will become a meta weapon, so hopefully everybody will get a chance to get their hands on it. A couple of other things that they mentioned during the dev stream as far as the new event: they are going to finally be adding modules as prizes in this event, which I think is great. I've been pushing them into that direction for quite some time, and it's really nice to see that they're actually bringing that on board. Another thing to expect as far as prizes for this event: they did say that the Cryo Weapons will also be available as prizes during this event. There will not be any kind of Titan related anything as far as the event goes, though. They did confirm that. Now, moving on, one big thing, probably the biggest thing to happen to War Robots, is the merger of iOS and Android. They did confirm it did go in with this update. It is not yet turned on, though. They did state in the dev stream that they are hoping to have the merger actually turned on early next week, Monday or Tuesday. So hopefully iOS and everybody else will get the update prior to then, because this is really what we're all looking forward to, is this merger. We've been waiting and waiting, and honestly, when they mentioned that they were going to have a dev stream talking about the update, I was kind of concerned that they might be delaying the merger, but they are not. So the merger is here, and hopefully iOS will get the update very soon, and we will all be able to play together. Now, another note here for the merger, they did confirm that Amazon will be merging with iOS and Android, but it's probably going to be about a week later than iOS and Android merging. So, you know, keep your head up if you are playing on Amazon, but you will be moving into the merger with the rest of us. And another question that did come up on the dev stream was about the PC folks merging in with us, and they said once again that right now they are still debating whether or not to do it because they feel it could be an unfair advantage with them using their computer peripherals to play, which, I mean, in all honesty, you know, I've said this before, it doesn't matter. I mean, there are so many people that play on Android using PC emulators that it really should not be a concern of theirs at all. But nonetheless, that is still a primary concern of theirs. And then they also did state that there are some technical difficulties that they might run into as far as the architecture of the game itself being compatible. So, you know, that's something that we'll just have to keep our ear out, and hopefully they will find a way to get the PC folks merged in with the rest of us, because I think it would be a great community to bring together. But anyway, move on. The old economy is officially disabled, at least on Android, and it will be disabled on iOS and everybody else once we get the update. Now, this is not something that you need to worry about if you are a newer player. If you started playing the game after July 5th of 2018, this will not affect you in any way, shape, or form. But for those of us that have been playing since prior to that date, the old economy stuff is going away, so hopefully you had a chance to upgrade what you wanted to upgrade, and if not, you know, the time is up and it is time to move on. But this change alone should really help with lag. I know some people are worried about lag, but you know, the way I see it is if you've got coding in there for two completely different economies for all of the same stuff, that's twice the amount of data that has to transfer back and forth to the server. So I think this change alone will help with the lag. Moving on, the new payout system for silver, it is not live yet, but it is included in the update. They did state on the dev stream that they expect to turn it on sometime in the next week or two, so I don't know. Well, I'm not sure why they're waiting to turn it on, but you know, maybe there's some issues that they want to make sure are not going to come up with it. But whatever the case is, the new silver payout system related to Honor is actually in the game. It's just not yet turned on, and that kind of brings me to a point I wanted to make. There are some people that update and then jump right into the game, and they're like, oh hey, this feature isn't here, or you know, this nerf is not in effect yet. It could be a little bit confusing, but as with any update, especially with this game, not all of the features and changes are turned on as soon as you update. They seem to turn them on a little at a time just to make sure that they are not causing any additional problems. So things like the shotgun nerf, if you jump in the game and you're like, oh hey look, my Corona and Halo are still doing the same, this is great, the nerf's coming. Don't worry, it's just going to take a little while for them to turn it on. But anyway, moving on, balance changes. Of course, we did talk about the shotgun nerf just now, but they did finally come out with some overall final numbers here. So taking a look at what the final numbers are for the gust, the storm, the thunder, you know, and one thing that is kind of missing from this list that is not addressed in the official update notes is the dispersion changes. That's the bullet spread that the shotguns are affected by. I know on the test server that was increased by quite a bit, but for whatever reason it is not listed here in the official update notes, but I do suspect that it is actually going live. But anyway, you know, we all knew the shotgun nerf was coming, and it is here, so hopefully you guys have had a chance to make alternate plans for your shotguns and getting them out of your hangar. But if not, I'm sure they're going to be somewhat usable, just not nearly as effective as they used to be. But anyway, moving on there, to finish up just the update notes here, there is a usability and bug fixes log, some kind of issue that they fixed with the Nightingale, a couple of minor improvements to the UI. I'm not sure what those are, but some initial reports that I'm seeing with the Android folks so far is that the camera angle is a little bit changed as far as when you are in the battle. I'm not sure why they changed it or what kind of effect this is going to have on overall gameplay, but we'll have to test that out once we get it. And then that's kind of it as far as the update itself. So let's go ahead and just go over some additional notes that that I had from the dev stream itself. I want to make sure that I have all the information out to you guys before I wrap this video up. So as I already went over the main update notes for 5.9, it is all live and everything else. The event we did cover. Now, one additional thing that they mentioned on the dev stream is that there will be an upgrade overdrive March 6th through the 9th, so this weekend. It should be a 25% discount on all upgrade costs for everything in the game. So definitely take advantage of that if you have the resources to do so. Covered the weapons, a couple of leaks that they kind of mentioned. We already knew that we should expect a new Titan coming update 6.0 for the anniversary event. They did confirm that once more, and they gave a little bit of information concerning the new Titan. They basically said it's going to be a Titan that has some kind of tentacles. No idea what they're going to do or how they're going to operate, but so we're going to have some kind of a Titan with tentacles. And there was a direct question asked to the developer over whether or not we would get a Titan that heals similar to the Mender or Wayland, and they answered yes. Now, is this next Titan going to be the healing Titan? I don't know. I cannot confirm that, but just keep it on your radar that we will be getting a Titan at some point that does heal. A couple of other notes here from the dev string. The legendary pilots in the training center, so there's going to be some new ones hitting the training center. Some people have been waiting to get their hands on, like the Woodinson, the Fenrir pilot from the Christmas event, the sniper pilot, the Heishi pilot, things like that, and those three are confirmed going into the pilot training center, so they will be available for purchase. Should be the same cost, 2,500 gold, once it does come up in the rotation, so that's a good thing there. And they also stated that they are planning to rework the battle reward and battle chest system, but they did not give a definitive answer as to when that's going to happen. They said most likely fall or winter time frame, but as of right now, they did reiterate that they have no plan to add platinum into those systems. So hopefully they will rethink that, and we will get something coming in the way of platinum infusions to the game. They also did state that they are planning to add graphic options later this year. So for those of you that are running some older devices, this should help you with keeping your device a little bit smooth during gameplay. And they didn't really say what kind of options it's going to be, but I think the fact that they are looking at adding these options is good, and I know a lot of players have been asking for it for a long time. They did talk a little bit about the factory map, which we were originally expecting to come in update 6.0. They did say that that is delayed as of right now. They need to polish it up a little bit more before they can release it live, so they are now planning on releasing the factory map at update 6.1. Which should be probably around May sometime. They did also address one trend that has been happening within the game concerning Titans, and that is where people are just rushing through a lot of robots and trying to get their Titans spawned in as soon as possible. Some people have been able to get their Titans dropped in a minute and a half, 2 minutes into a match. Titans were never designed to be played like that, so they didn't say exactly what they changed, but they said that they fixed it. So I'm really eager to see what all they actually did change in order to prevent that from happening. And then they mentioned cryos. I know a lot of you have been asking, when are the cryo weapons going to hit the workshop? It's been a few months since they've been released, and they did state that cryo weapons will hit the workshop after the next event. So this new event that we have starting up with this update, we're going to go through that. I'm not sure how long it's going to go, but if it's following the same lines as the last couple events, we should expect it for at least 25 to 30 days. And then after that, we should see the cryo weapons hit the workshop. I think that's about it as far as going over most of the big ticket items from the dev stream. I know this wasn't a gameplay video, but I really wanted to get all of this information out to you guys in case you didn't want to watch the dev stream. You know, it went on for like an hour or close to an hour anyway. But definitely I will try to put a link to the official dev stream in the video description, so you can check it out if you want to on your own. But I think that's going to wrap up the video, everybody. Thank you all once again for watching, and if you like the video, definitely drop a like on it. It really helps me out. And until the next video or live stream, Chief out.